Hello, 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 hello. This is Marsha Holland, Glam Mama, and we're going to do a video today. I'm having to watch my husband too, so if you don't know me, my husband's got Parkinson's and Lewy body disease. I have him on the camera down here, so if you see me looking down, that's what I'm looking at, making sure he doesn't get up, because if he gets up, he'll fall, so he's very, very fragile. So that's why I'm not doing lives, and that's why I'm doing a video, okay? All right, I'm going to use our new, brand spanking new skincare. It's called Dr. Tuna's Aqua Hydrating, okay? Brand new, brand new. If you want some information on it, you can message me and I'll give you my website, okay? But this is, I've already washed my face with the cleansing gel, which is out of this world, but I keep it in the bathroom, okay? So now I'm going to use what we call the Aqua Boosting Hydra Drops. This protects and fortifies your skin. It's dermatology tested, paraben, gluten, and fragrant free. Yes, you can use it twice a day. All this stuff you can use twice a day if you want to. It's a lightweight, fast, penetrating face serum that improves the skin texture and protects from pollution to reveal a visibly healthy, hydrated, radiant skin. Okay, first thing I'm going to put on here though is going to be my concentrated hyaluronic serum. Now, I wonder if I'm missing something. I don't think so. I'm going to use a toner. I don't have the toner for this yet, so I'm going to use the Age Reverse toner. You can see it's beautiful. I love the bottle, and it's a spray. Can you believe it? It is a spray. Heavenly, smells so good. This is from another line that we have, Age Reversist. Alrighty, gonna kind of let that dry a little bit while I chit chat. Gonna put a little hyaluronic serum on my skin, just a few drops. I get this from my Actilab, so if you want information about this, you can message me that also, and I'll give you the link. Oh, feels so good, so nourishing too. Ooh. There are so many products I've got. For instance, I used a sleeping mask last night that's out of this world. Guaranteed to increase your collagen 52%. You sleep in it and wash it off the next day. How about that? Okay, this is the serum drops. Now watch this stuff. This is cool. Boom. I'm just going to use, doesn't take much. That was a bubble. Let's see if that's enough. It could be. Now, I am rubbing it in, but I'm also pressing. I don't know if you can tell by looking, but I am pressing it in. Yeah, I'm also going to use, I think I'm going to use some wonderful, wonderful, wonderful eyeshadow I found called Concrete Minerals. Yeah, it's really cool. I'll show you. This feels a little sticky, but it's going to soak in. If y'all could see my makeup room right now, it is all torn to smithereens. I've got stuff everywhere. I had to go hunt up my makeup, my skincare, because it's put up. Here is the moisturizer. So we're just gonna put, I'm avoiding my eyes because I have an eye serum for my eyes, but you know, if you don't have anything else, moisturizer is better than nothing for your eyes. But let me tell you, the moisturizer has larger molecules, and right in here is your thinnest tissue on your whole body. So it needs a special moisturizer eye cream. So I used to think, what's the difference? You know, it doesn't matter. Well, it really does matter. So that was the moisturizer. Here comes the eye cream. I'm going to use our brand new lashes today. Finally got them in. I got them in the other day, but I tell you, my life has been turned topsy-turvy. Since July, my life has not been the same, and we all have been affected one way or another, right? Like I said a while ago, my husband has got Parkinson's and Lewy body disease, and up until July, He was very self-sufficient. He was, you know, did everything on his own. My daughter lives with me, so I was able to still work, which we needed me to work. And anyway, she would, you know, take care of him during the day. But like I said, he was self-sufficient, so she didn't really have to do a whole lot, give him his medication and whatever. But other than that, he was, whoa. Other than that, he was okay. Had a little bit of dementia, but hang on. A little bit of dementia, but it wasn't, you know, any dementia is bad, but his was controllable, I think, until July 9th. July 9th, he tripped and fell. He actually tripped on his own feet. And this is my primer. He tripped and fell, and I'm also pressing it in, and broke his leg. Well, the crazy thing about it, he would not let me call for help. He kept saying he was fine, but yet I couldn't get him up. I couldn't get him up off the floor. I finally got him up into the wheelchair and got him into the bedroom. I was gonna, you know, slide him up in the bed and everything, but then he slid on the floor, and I couldn't get him up. He still wouldn't let me call anybody. Well, I told him, I said, look, if we don't get up this time, I'm calling the ambulance. So at 5 o'clock in the morning, I called the ambulance because I could not pull him up. It's like dead weight, you know? He was pulling against me. Yeah, it made it rough. Anyway, I said, you have broken something. You have broken your, you've either broken your hip or you've done something. You've broken something. We need to get you to the doctor. So finally, we call the ambulance. They come at 5:30 in the morning. This is concealer, and it's kind of, I can't read I've lost my number, but it's kind of the orangey color, which is what you want to use if you have dark circles and stuff. So anyway, the ambulance comes. We get him to the ER. You know, with the COVID and everything, they wouldn't let me ride with them. So I had to follow them. And we went to the ER. Sure enough, leg was broke. It wasn't the hip. It was the whole, it was the femur up against where the hip is, though. So, but let me tell you what happened. And it was later explained to me what happened. He was like nuts. I mean, his dementia was off the wall. And this was after surgery. And the doctors told me that a lot of times when patients have dementia, a trauma, something serious like that, you know, something really, really bad will trigger that dementia and make it worse. Well, that's exactly what happened. Because let me tell you, when he came out of surgery, that man was trying to get out of bed. He was pulling things. He was like, oh God, I was a nervous wreck. And of course, he had tubes everywhere, and he was trying to pull everything out and didn't even know where he was. He didn't know what happened. He still doesn't realize, I've told him a million times, but he still doesn't know that he's broke his leg. You know, he just can't remember it because the dementia has gotten so bad. Sometimes maybe dementia is good, right? I don't know. That was, okay, I'm going to use our VFX foundation. I'm going to do, first I'm just going to put some stuff on my face, just going to dot it. And I'm using this brush because I watched a video, Wayne Goss video. I know y'all have heard of him, on the buffing technique. So first you put the foundation on, okay, and then I'm just gonna do half the face for a second, and then once I get it on there, then I'm gonna press it and blend it. Okay, so I'm pressing and blending at the same time, pressing and blending in circular motion. And I'll show you what I'm going to do to show you the difference here. So while I'm buffing, I'll continue my story. So when that guy came out of surgery, he was a basket case. He didn't even know his name. And of course, I didn't get sleep for 4 days, 4 nights. I mean, he was, in the hospital 4 nights. We had to get COVID tested. And at first, they told me that because he was being tested, I couldn't stay there. And I said, okay, do you have a sitter here? Because he's trying to get out of bed. He's pulling things off, you know, wetting on himself. I mean, the whole 9 yards. Well, we have a televised sitter. I said, oh, well, let me tell you. They don't sit outside your room anymore like they used to. They're somewhere else, and then the front desk finds the nurse. Well, by that time, he would have a head injury, I know. Well, so they were going to make me leave. Yeah, and they were going to change him. They were going to move him to the COVID floor, not knowing if he had COVID or not. I was livid over that. Livid. And I said, why are you moving a patient to the COVID floor when you don't know for sure if he has COVID or not? Right? So they told me I had to leave, and then I went to the bathroom or something. I came out, and they said, okay, you can stay. No, they said, we're not going to, this is what they said. We're not going to move him to the COVID floor. He's going to stay in this room, and we're just going to gown up, but you can't stay. Okay. But I'm telling you, if he falls, you're going to be in for a lawsuit. I mean, I worked in the hospital 10 years. Elderly people will fall. They'll get eggs on their heads. They'll black eyes. You know, they fall. It's like dead weight hitting the floor, right? So anyhow, oh Lord. Anyway, so I had my stuff packed and was walking out the door, and it was like midnight. I got a call, and the nurse says, they changed their mind. They said you could stay. They said you could stay. So I come back. Thank the Lord, you know, I stayed. So for 4 nights. So, well, then after that, this is highlighter. After that, and I'm just going to go under the eye here in the corner. After that, we went to rehab. I'm going to take a smaller brush here. We went to rehab. That was an ordeal. Well, they let me stay there. It's a good thing they let me stay, because I did everything. They didn't have to do doodly squat. The thing was, because I went in and I was going to stay, I could not leave because of COVID. If I left, I would not be able to come back. Well, let me tell you, they had patients sitting out in the hallway that were completely out of their heads. I mean, they had people, food all over them. I mean, it's just, what a nightmare it was. So anyway, bottom line is we stayed in rehab for 3 weeks. I did everything. My kids would bring stuff up to me, like clothes and food and whatever. I couldn't even go down and get it. They said if I left the room, I'd have to leave. Well, that last week, the very last week, they let me push him out to they have a garden area. So they'd let me put our mask on and everything, and they let us go out to the garden. That was the last week. Well, then after that, I have my other daughter, not the one that lives with us, but the other daughter. She is a nurse. Her and her husband both are nurses, and their house is bigger. So we went to her house because he was going to have a hospital bed and stuff, right? And so I didn't have room for a hospital bed. So we had the hospital bed delivered out there, and I stayed at my other daughter's for a month. And then we came home. Well, he's never been the same. He was at the point where my other daughter that lives with us was afraid to take care of him because she was scared he was going to fall while she was on duty. So she just said, Mom, I don't think I can do it. So I ended up having to retire in October 13th. I retired from my job that I loved, worked very hard at getting where I was at, that kind of thing. But anyway, I retired October, and it's been like 24/7 caregiving. And I'm very grateful that I'm getting to do this. Okay, let me tell you what I did. Took my compact and my powder, and I used my fingernail to loosen it. And then I'm going to take this pad, show you what I'm going to do here. And then I'm just pressing the powder in. Now I know you think, oh, you shouldn't do that. You're old. Well, that's what he did. I know he's not old, but I'll show you. Part of the buffing process. Yeah, when you get my age, you can do all you want to do. You're not going to look even 40 anymore, right? but it didn't hurt to try. All right, now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my blush and some highlighter, and before I blend and buff all that powder in, I'm going to go ahead and put the highlighter on, and we're going to buff it all together. Oh no, I see the pan. Oh no. All right, lost my camera. There it is. Okay. And you know, I'm not going to do a whole lot right there because I don't like a shiny nose. And I'm not going to do all the other stuff that everybody does. I'll just like it right up here is what I like. Now we're going to do my blush. Uh-oh. You probably saw some of the junk back there, didn't you? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's horrible. This is the 3-in-1 palette, by the way. This is a must-have. All right, so I'm going to go right below that. And I'm just going to put, I'm going to put more than what you really should put on because we're going to buff it, right? Yeah, we're going to buff. And I hope it turns out because I've only done this slightly once. And I'm going to use the same brush. And then we're just going to start pressing and buffing. Pressing and buffing. And buffing, he called, is just going in circular motions. I kind of call it tight circular motions, you know? Tight circular motion. You tell me if it's really any different than doing it the regular way, right? Now, he claims that it will last longer. Your foundation will last longer. So, I don't know. It's always fun to learn new things, though, don't you think? Kind of buffed that out, didn't I? It's all right. Just a little more. See? I'm not going to contour. If you were going to contour and all that kind of stuff, that's when you would do it before, or right after you do the powder, when you do your blush. That's when you would contour. Let's do the other side. It's fun to learn new things. Don't ever think you're too old. Don't ever think you're too old. If I can get it to look the same, you know, when you split your face up like that. Okay, back to my story. We've all been touched by this COVID mess. I know practically everybody has been touched by it one way or another. Well, the way we've been touched by it, the first thing that happened, and this is while, you know, I was still home with my husband. It's before I knew I was gonna, no, it's before he had his accident. Yeah. In May. Yeah, because his deal happened in July. So this was May. My nephew caught COVID. He wasn't even 60 years old yet. You know, he wasn't sick a week. So he passed away. Yeah. Passed away. My sister she'll never be the same. Who would, you know? Anyway, he was the first. Very sad. He was the first. And then, gotta remember what I did. Can't remember if I did this before or after the powder. Sorry. Anywho, Russ was the first. And then, this was in May, and then John's deal happened in July. Okay? Then, in September, my kids, my daughter's dad got sick with COVID, went to the hospital. But he wouldn't stay. He stayed I think 4 days or something like that, and went home. Well, in less than a week, he was back in the hospital. This time he didn't come out. He had a long, drawn-out deal, you know, with the ventilator and sedations and couldn't breathe and oxygen and horrible. Well, he passed away in October. Yeah. So, my kids, my daughters were just devastated. Because it was totally, we're not prepared. I was talking the other day, I don't know if it's worse for your loved one to be sick for a long time and that gives you a chance to get prepared, or if it's better for it to be sudden. Because let me tell you what, you're never prepared. My mom was sick for over a year. We thought we would be prepared, but when it happened, no, we weren't. We were not prepared. I don't think you ever are, right? Right. So anyway, that happened. And then, what else? That was in October. October. Well, one of the biggest shocks we had, was the other day. My sister-in-law, precious sister-in-law. I'm still shook. We are broken about it. She was such a good person. Thank the Lord. She was a Christian, so I know she's in a better place, but it was totally unexpected. That's what I was talking about. I don't know if you're ever ready, you know? What'd I do? Did I do this already? I don't remember. I'm just talking. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Yeah. I think I did. What you see is what you get, guys. Just a lady having fun with makeup and running my mouth here. All right, let's buff. So, my sweet sister-in-law, Carol, she had COVID. I want to say it was in June. Could have been the first part of July. I'm not sure. But her and my brother both got COVID. And so I think she had a worse case than my brother did, because my brother seemed to get over it before she did. And her main problem was weakness. She was very weak afterwards. And then she was would have headaches every day, right? Well, she also had back problems. And she'd even had back surgery before, you know. So she complained about her back hurting some. So they just thought, you know, they didn't put two and two together. They just thought it was her typical, you know, back issue that she always had, you know. Well, it wasn't. So I think she got sick again. She ended up getting pneumonia with her COVID. And, you know, just coughed and didn't feel good and all that kind of typical stuff. So anyway, they thought she was over it. And anyway, that day, February the 11th, this past February the 11th, today's the 23rd, she said her back was hurting. You know, back here, I think it was higher up than normal. Her back was hurting. And so I think she'd taken some Tylenol or ibuprofen or something like that. And then so my brother, he goes out and they have cattle. And so he went out to feed his cows and water his cows and stuff. And he said he was gone about 20-30 minutes. He came back and she wasn't in the house. So he went in the house and he called out for her and she didn't answer. So he goes in the bedroom. She wasn't in the bedroom. And he goes outside looking for her again, because she liked to work on her flower beds and stuff. She wasn't out there. I'm fixing to put some eye primer on. So he said he said, I went in the living room, and he says, and I sat down in the living room for a minute. He says, and I thought, well, why isn't she answering me? Oh, that's not primer. That's eyeshadow. He said, why isn't she answering me? So they have an attic that they had turned into her sewing room and stuff. And so he thought, well, he went out in the garage and saw the light was on up there. So he called out for her, but she didn't answer. He goes up there and he finds her just slumped over in her sewing chair. And he says, I know she was gone. He said, I just know she was gone. There it is. But he did CPR on her, and you know, that's sad because doing CPR on her is really the last thing that he did for her. He was such a good man. He was such a good, I mean, he's a good man. He was such a good husband too. But anyway, he did CPR on her, but he told, his granddaughter came over and he said, I know she's gone, but they kept working on her anyway till the ambulance people got there. Then the ambulance people started working on her. Well, her granddaughter called me to tell me what was going on. He says, they just left with her. So I texted her in about 30 minutes and I said, well, what's going on? Because I just figured, you know, that I didn't know what was going on, but I just figured she'd probably be on a ventilator for a while or something, you know. And the first thing she said was, she's gone. I will tell you, I mean, there's 5 of us kids, and we all have spouses. So there's 10 of us, and we all get together for our birthdays and stuff, or we did before COVID hit. The last birthday we had was in June. So I haven't really even seen her till since June, because of COVID. So we're all really, really close. I'm the youngest. We go all the way up. I'll be 74 in a couple of weeks. So I'm the youngest. She was like 70. She just turned 76, January 3rd. So she just turned 76, and I'm soon be 74. So, anyway, so I've got a brother-in-law that's almost 90, you know, and we thought, and the rest of them are in their 80s, and we thought, gosh, who would have thought that she would have been the first? No, we never dreamed it in a million years. So needless to say, we were not prepared at all. You never are, I know, but we really weren't. We're still in shock. She had a beautiful, beautiful funeral. Her grandkids, 2 of her grandkids are in the ministry, and one of them is in Ministry of Music out in California. He played the guitar and sang the old Rugged Cross. I tell you, everybody was good. I was fine. I was holding it together until then. And then I hadn't been the same since, and nobody was. We just went to pieces. And I thought, oh, she would just be so, you know, thrilled to know that they did that, and that she was so proud of her grandkids. Anyway, they sang it beautiful. They sang 2 songs. And then the preacher's wife, who also had a beautiful voice, she sang the last song. And it was beautiful too, you know. This is a Revlon pencil, 3-in-1. I really like it. When I say 3-in-1, it has the brush, it's got the pencil, and then it has also got brow powder, which I like. It's a good fill-in. Anyway, her funeral was really pretty. She wouldn't like it that her casket was open. She was not a vain person, but she just, you know, anyway, she looked really pretty. She just looked like she was asleep. That's what everybody was saying. So hard. And what I'm worried about is my brother. I mean, they were joined at the hip, guys. They had just, let me think. Okay, she passed away February the 11th. Their anniversary was February 15th. Would have been 58 years. And they married when she was a senior in high school. She was what we call a Blue Brigade drum major. And my brother wanted to get married right then. You know, he just wanted to get married. He wanted that girl. But she said, oh, but I want to at least do, you know, she got the office of Blue Brigade drum major. So she says, let me get through football season and then we'll get married. So that's why they got married February the, what did I say, 15th? So, yeah, 58 years. And let me tell you, they were joined at the hip. They did everything together. They complemented each other so well. So he's the one I'm worried about. Right now, his 2 sons are with him, but what's going to happen when everybody goes home. That's when it's the hardest, right? Now, the thing about him is one of his granddaughters lives there on the property, so she will definitely be there and keeping up with him and stuff. He plans on staying there, keeping his cows, staying busy. He's busy, busy, busy. And he'll be 80 in April, but you wouldn't know it. But anyway, he's always been busy. So, anyway, that's the hardest thing right now. The present trouble. And it has made me, let me tell you, it has made me more aware of my own soul and stuff, you know. She was a Christian. She was a really good churchgoer. Not that that's not going to get you to heaven, but she lived her faith. And I have not. I mean, I have always been a believer, but I've been hot and cold over the years, because sometimes stress has just knocked me for a loop sometimes. And so anyway, it has made me aware of my own issues. We all need the Lord. I don't care what you say. But this is brow powder I'm using. So I've read the Bible 2 or 3 times in my life, but I'm about to start it again. I am starting in the book of Galatians this time, though. I like Romans 8:1. There is no condemnation for those that are in Christ Jesus. I love that one. Okay, that was brow powder. Wrong end. If you don't know who I am, I'm blind as a bat too. I will post this video on my Facebook page, which is Marsha CRT. And I will also put it on my YouTube. And if I can remember, I'll put my YouTube link in the comments. I'll put my websites in the comments. You'll be all set. Okay. Here comes the... What do you think about buffing? Let me tell you, it feels like a baby's butt. I'm telling you. Yeah. Okay, here's my new lashes I'm going to use today. These are from my pharmacy. Here is the Concrete Minerals. I don't know what color to use. Maybe we could do one. I'm not going anywhere. Maybe we could do one of each color, right? This is... Which one is it? Oh, shoot. Let me look at my camera. Oh, I let it go away. Hang on. Did you know it's 76 degrees here? 0 last week, and it was 76 now. He looks like he's trying to behave. All right, this color is Mystique. The blue, the purple kind of reminds you of either unicorn or mermaid. This one is Metamorph. Or Metamorph. Is it Metamorph? Yeah, Metamorph. This is your green, and look at that. So let's do one eye with each color. Have some fun. Now I'm going to use their Frost for my all over color. Now, let me tell you about this stuff. This stuff, I can probably use, let me wipe this off. Same brush here. I am going to use what's in the lid first. Now, if you use a wet brush with this, you really get, and I'm going to use it, I'm going to dampen my brush when I get ready to do the color. But for just the overall base coat, I'm just going to, you know, use it dry. I'm going to pat. Oh, that's so pretty. This color is called Frost. Can you see? Oh my gosh. That's so pretty. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Yes. You know, it's so crazy. I told you I'm 73, almost 74. Do you know I never wore eyeshadow? We just didn't wear eyeshadows in my day. We just didn't. We wore black eyeliner though. I'm going to put some over here. Now, I have hooded eyes, as you can see. So if you have hooded eyes and you use a little highlight right here in the corner, you want to bring that highlight over, because what do you want to do if you have hooded eyes? You want to open up those eyeballs. So that helps open it up. Yep. That is pretty. That's pretty all by itself. See the difference? Another little tip to open up your eyes is lining the tear line with a white or, you know, light color. We could do that too, I guess. After all, we're just playing. Now, this is Concrete Minerals Frost. Nice. See if my white is handy. It's gonna be the last one I pick up. Why is that, huh? What is that? Yes. I'm anxious to try these lashes. I have not tested them to see if I need to trim them yet, but we'll go along that. Okay, see the difference? Opens them up, right? When I was a kid, teenager, you didn't use anything but black right here. Black. And speaking of black, let's see, get my glasses on. I'm gonna go ahead and tight line too. Here we go. This is a waterproof. I'm gonna go ahead and tight line, because every time when I use lashes, I like to tight line because I don't want flesh showing through those lashes. It's hard for me to hold a mirror and do it. Be careful here. You want to try not to blink when you do that, but I'm telling you, it's hard. You just instinctively want to blink. See? Yeah. Alright, so now I'm going to get a little Q-tip, and I want to kind of smooth that out. Just kind of like that, see? Alright. And I think what I'm going to do too is I'm going to go ahead and put a thin line of this up here as my, wait a minute, don't want to do it yet. Stupid. I want to do my shadow first. So I'm going to dampen my brush with some setting spray. You can use rose water setting spray. You can use tap water if you have good tap water, but who has good tap water? Huh? I don't know. Okay, this is Mystique. Now, they said just be sure you tap it. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Holy mackerel, when the light hits it. Okay, let me show you what's going to happen here. Watch this. We are going to tap it. Oh my gosh. Tap, tap. It is in different colors. You know, when I do my eyeshadows, I usually use, I don't know, I do at least 3 colors. Look at that. I'll show it to you here. So I'm going to flip it over. Oh my gosh. Go all the way up the eyelid. And then, this is the trick if you have hooded eyes. Hang on. It's so funny. The way I'm looking at it right now, It's like the greenish color is in here. The purple is over on the outside. That is so cool. Look at that. Now I'm going to blend it. Yes, I'm going to blend it. So now I flipped it over again. I'm going to bring it up over that brow bone because I want to create an illusion. Now I know you're not supposed, they tell you, let me tell you this, I don't follow rules. I break the rules all the time. They say don't put shimmers on your brow bone if you have hooded eyes. Well, sorry. I gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Now I'm gonna use this same brush that I used the frost with, but I want you to look before I blend. Can you? Golly. Okay. The things they come up with. Let's blend it just a little. Oh, what I was saying is I usually use like at least 3 colors, sometimes 4. With this, look at there. I don't need to use nothing else. Now I am lightly doing this. Teeny tiny, tiny, little teeny tiny. Circular motions. My husband's moving around in there, so I may have to put you on hold. Oh my goodness, look at that. Holy mackerel. All right, I'm just gonna tap a thinner brush in the lid only. And let's bring it down. Oh, ho, ho, ho. I'm gonna get another brush. I'm gonna use this one. This has a little spongy thing, like a smudger. So we're gonna, and my white is covered up because I blinked, I guess, and some eyeshadow got in there, but that's okay. Smudge, smudge, smudge. I like this smudgy look. I certainly don't think I need anything else. What do you think? Just gonna need some eyeliner and lashes. Okay, so that was Mystique. You can't really get the full gist of it. Anyway, cool stuff. Concrete Minerals. I wish I got paid, but I don't. This is Metamorph. This is the green. Again, I'm going to get a clean brush, and we're going to get a small brush. I want a dense brush for this, and we're going to wet it. What do you see? The green. Look at that. Now, lashes are going to make all the difference. Yes, let me tell you, makeup is my therapy. For sure. It's the only hobby I've got. And I don't get to do it like I used to. I want to thank everyone that does support me. Every little bit helps, you know, in this day and age, for sure. Look at this. Oh my gosh. They've got a lot of colors. I wished I could afford more. Look at that. That is just one shadow. Isn't that amazing? I'm tapping it. You can put as much on there as you want, but you know, you don't need that much. Look at that. We will blend it. Then I'm going to bring it up over the bone and go towards my brow with it. Then we're going to come down because I want it to all blend there. I don't want any gaps. Oh my gosh, look at that. All right, let me clean this little brush off. Bless his heart, he's being good in there. So now we're just going to do the little bitty tiny blending motion. Oh, that's so pretty. Pretty, pretty. See? Pretty, pretty. A little more there. A little Indian music here. Woo! That is one shadow, guys. I love it. I love it. I love it. Don't y'all? Okay, so now we're going to get that pencil and we're going to, this was Metamorph. Beautiful. Now we're going to get a waterproof black pencil, and I'm going as close to my eyelashes as I can. And what I'm doing this for is I'm just going to use it for the glue, highlight to where to set everything down. I have some of that what kind of music is that, man? Whew. Sounds like a sick whale. What was I saying? That distracted me. Now let's kind of blend that, not blend it, but smudge it, I mean. Come on, go to the next song, y'all. You know what that is? That is actually a CD. All right. Oh, wow. Okay, you're about to see what the difference with lashes. What I was going to say is I have, let's see if I can find it. I have got so much stuff. It's unreal. I have got some of this stuff. It's called Lash Liner Adhesive Eyeliner. This is clear. This is, you know, like a pen instead of the traditional glue, which I do have, and I may end up having to use. What do I do with it? Oh, well. We're going to try this first. I've tried it once before, and it didn't really do what I wanted it to do. But we're going to see how. I'm going to give it another chance. Lord. Mercy. All right. Here we go. That sounds like a war song. What's the deal? Okay, this one is called Glamour Luxe False Lash. Uh-oh. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. My husband's getting restless, so I'm going to have to get with it, guys. Okay, here is the lashes I'm going to use today. There's like 6 different kinds, names. This is called Glamour. I thought they were pretty. I'll show them to you. I thought they were pretty. They have a thin, I like this separation, and they have a thin band, which I like. But let me show you the others right quick. I'm not going to take them out of the box. Hopefully you can see them. Now these are really dark. You can see that heavier band. So are these. And then, like I said, there's like 6 different ones, I think. These are very simple, everyday looking lashes. And this one is, oh, they're a little more glammy looking. One more I've got, and this one's very everyday. Yeah. Anyway, today we're gonna do these called Glamour. Now, the first thing I'm going to do, you want to kind of not break it, but kind of bend it and then grab your lash. See, there's hardly any band at all here. But you want to, first you want to exercise them, I call it. Loosen them up. And this is where you would see if you need to trim them or not. Now I use, what I do with that? I use a tool. Let's see if, I don't think I'm going to need to trim these though. They look pretty stinking good. Yeah, these would be good. I'm not going to trim them. So let's get the other one ready. Be very gentle with your lashes. One other little thing, let me tell you. You hold your lashes up to you like this, okay? That's how you know which eye goes where. This one goes here, this one goes here. A little tip. Now let's see if this is even going to work. I may end up having to use the glue too. I don't know, we'll see. After I get this glue on, I'm going to put a little bit of mascara. I like to use my mascara after I do the liner, whatever liner I'm going to do. This is called Limitless. This actually has growth. Oh, it's broke. I forgot. It broke. The thing went down in it. Dang. So we'll use this one. This one is Double Lash Extend. This is cool. This you can do like the lower lashes with. If you want a light coat, the length, you can untwist it for a second time and you can get, if you want volume. Since I'm doing lashes, I'm just going to use this first one. Because I don't use a whole lot of mascara when I do lashes. But I do like to put a little bit underneath because I want my lashes to blend in with the fake lash. I'm more careful, concerned about the lower lashes. So, all right. Put my little tool on here. I put it right in the middle. You can see right in the middle. And then I look down in a mirror. You want to always look down in a mirror. And I land for the middle as close to my lashes as I can get. Then I give it a wiggle. Then I do the ends. And make sure you're as close to your lash line as you can get. Then I take my little tool and pinch my lashes with the fake lash. Yeah, look what a difference that lashes make. These are nice. Nice. And then if like I see some things right here, hang on. Need to bring it down some, but you can also get a like black eyeshadow. So that's already on there. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. You can get, so we'll use this right here. This is Ultimate Smoky right here. It's a black. I'm going to use the black and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Getting a brow brush, angled brush, and we're just going to go over, and that just kind of camouflages any flesh that might be showing. Just like that, see? Okay. All right, look. There you go, guys. There's one eye. Want to do the other one real quick. All we got to do then is lips. Look what a difference lashes make. Kind of, it's just like the final frame, right? It is the final frame. Now remember, I'm using the black pencil liner. You can use liquid liner. You can use pencil, gel. Shoot, you can get glue in black. Did you know that? Yes, you can. You can get glue in black. Something. I gotta contact the company and tell them about my my broken mascara. I have no idea. I'm very careful with my stuff too. So I will contact the company and see if they'll give me another one. Now, I am not, I guess, not happy until I get it on my nose. I love eye makeup. You know, we don't go anywhere anymore. The only place I ever go is to the doctor. And of course I went to the funeral yesterday, but other than that, I don't go anywhere anymore. And I probably should put should put makeup on anyway, just to feel better, because makeup is my therapy. But you know, guys, in the real world, I don't. The only time I do makeup is when I'm going somewhere, or if I'm going to do something for you guys. Right in the center, as close to my lashes as possible. And then I'm going to pull it down. And then if you have to, you can take a tool of some kind and tap it. Pinch your lashes. So, also, I'm not good with my fingers, guys. Ugh, I'm just not. Some girls are just fabulous. They can just do everything with their fingers. Push them up a little if you want to. Yeah, you can angle them. All right, let's do the cover up, the angled brush. Because I see some flesh. Listen, don't let anybody tell you you're too old for makeup. I figure I earned it. If I want to wear it, by George, I'm going to wear it. You bet. All right. Lip color. I wore this one yesterday, and let me tell you, it is the Liquid Matte number 04. And listen, I still had it on when I got home. For real. Wasn't on my mask. It says 8 hours or more, and I believe it. I don't usually, wear matte lipsticks. Let's see. Let's do a little bit of lip nourishment first. This video is going to be very long, and I'm so sorry. And I did that yesterday, and it did not keep my lipstick from sticking. Didn't get on my mask either. It's number 04. The trick to these matte lipsticks is don't put too much on. Don't put too much on, because it would cake if you do. Yeah. Kind of bright. Not like me to wear bright lip color, right? What can we do? What can we do? Let's see about putting a little bit of pigment on it, maybe. This is gold. Let's see what that would do. Maybe nothing. Oh, little. Just using my finger. I really don't care for bright colors. All right, guys, look at here. I'm done. I'm done. That's better. Mucho better. If you have any questions whatsoever, don't hesitate to message me, okay? Please do. Thank you. If you stayed this long with me, God bless you. Thank you so much. And please keep my brother in your prayers because he's the one I'm worried about. Losing Carol and everything so sudden. It's horrible. It makes me aware of my own, what is the word I'm looking for? I don't know what I'm looking for. But anyway, that's what's been going on in my life. That's it. If you need anything at all, anything about this makeup you want to know, please message me and I will let you know whatever. I love you so much. Marsha Holland, Glam Mama, and I'll chat with you later. Bye. Love you.